Hi, I'm Chris Bilbao Board Games, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to play UFO Go. It's a little single card game that I created where you've discovered a UFO has discovered you, and you wanted to come to visit your planet, but your opponent wanted to come visit their planet, and together you control how that UFO moves. So let's talk about the game, right? Like I said, it's a single card game. This is basically all you're going to need. This is your game board, right? And the other side is the instructions. And all you're going to need is an opponent or player to play against and a small coin to represent your UFO. And then you're ready to go. So let's talk about the game board in more detail. You're going to see that there are 2 home planets, kind of in the fine print there. You're going to choose one, and your opponent's going to be on the other side, right? You're going to situate against each other. And what you want is the UFO, as it moves across the board, to end its turn on your home planet. Every time that happens, you earn 1 point. If you get 3 points, you win the game. Real simple. So let's talk about how the game begins, right? You and your opponent are going to call heads or tails and flip the coin. And whoever wins, right, gets the UFO to start on one of these 2 ring planets, whichever one is closest to them. So in this video, for argument's sake, I'm going to play as this red home planet. And let's say I won the coin toss. I'm going to have the UFO start on this blue ring planet right here. Now, the UFO always moves clockwise throughout the game board. So the fact that this starts closer to my planet gives me a slight advantage, because if I can get it to land on my planet and its turn there, then I win a point. Now, in order to get the UFO to move, right, at the beginning of each round or turn, you and your opponent are going to say UFO Go and simultaneously show 1, 2, or no fingers. Then you'd add up those fingers, you and your opponent. Whatever the total is determines how many spaces or planets the UFO moves. And of course, the object of the game, like I said, is to get the UFO to end its turn on your home planet so you could earn that point. So let's do a quick walkthrough. It's just me, so I'm going to play as both. We're going to go UFO Go. Okay, so 3, right? I played 2, my opponent played 1. And we're going to move that UFO 3 spaces because we showed 3 fingers. And because it always moves clockwise, and you can kind of see that with these little arrows, it's going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, and it ended its turn on my home planet. And that would have gave me 1 point. So if I'd done that a few more times, I'd win the game. And that's kind of how it moves, right? If it was 4, it would have gone here, or, because that's we started from there. If it was 1, it would have gone here. 2 would have gone here. But because it was 3, it ended on the home, and I scored the point. So like I said, the UFO always moves clockwise, but if you notice, there's these 2 orange planets in each corner, and the arrows kind of divert there. It says 1 or 3 going that way, 2 or 4 that way. And that's because the UFO, after passing this planet during that turn, it's either going to go straight or diagonally, and that depends on how many fingers were shown during that turn. Let's do a quick walkthrough, okay? So let's pretend. Let's go UFO Go. All right, so let's say we both show 2 fingers. So the UFO is going to move 4 spaces because there's 4 fingers there. So it's going to go 1. All right, now it splits. Because we showed 4, if it's 2 or 4, it goes this way. So, okay, start over. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And that's how that would work. But now let's start over. And let's go again. Go UFO Go. And it's 3 again. In that case, we go 1, 2, 3. Because this is if it's, 1 or 3, it goes straight. But if it was 2 or 4, it goes that way. And that's really how it works. And of course, it'd be on the flip side as well. It works to your opponent's side too, where if it was 1 or 3, it would come down this way. If it was 2 or 4 during that turn, it would go that way. And that's it. It's a light, simple, fun game. I created it. Reminded me a little bit, if you ever played rock, paper, scissors as a kid, or odds and evens, it kind of has that feel where you're trying to kind of, anticipate your opponent's kind of mind what they're going to throw out. And in this game, it really gets in your head because you know, right, each turn how many spaces that UFO needs to go to earn a point. So in this case, right, it would have to go 1, 2. So like I need a 2. My opponent knows I need a 2. So what do I think they're going to put out, you know? And they're going to think, well, what he knows that they know I know how many spaces, so what should I put out to throw them off? And you're kind of trying to outwit and baffle each other, get a feel for each other, right? Because if I were to throw out 2 and they were to throw out 0, well, I'd win. But, you know, they know I need to move 2, so, well, you know, are they going to throw 1 to go light? In that case, I want to throw out a 1. So there's a lot of really fun ways to kind of get in each other's head, and that diagonal piece kind of, you know, keeps things interesting, as well as throwing out no fingers. But that's the game. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the game. And either way, thank you very much for listening. Bye.